3 between Trigger in the bottom and SHIN in the north. Now, this map, PT Talisman, is very interesting. I like it, you should like it. It's really cool. It's different. It's a one-on-one map, that's not different, but it does have a weird backdoor. It does have a half gold base, it has another half gold base. So it has a few weird issues. It has like a rich Vespine base in the middle. So, and then it has a ramp into the normal natural. So there's a lot of ways you can utilize this map for advantage or for weird playstyles. As you can already see, SHIN did grab this hatchery down here at that gold. And there's a worker-only path. So this path can only be traversed by workers. That means, well, any unit, not even a link can get through there. And we're gonna see this now. Trigger is gonna move through this. Boop. No, he's gonna decide against it. He's gonna go back into the main base and gonna harass it. He was just checking for the base. He looked at this. Oh yeah, you have that one. Alright, there we go. Now throwing down his cybernetic score, of course, the pinnacle of Protoss tech. It's the fork in the road. It's the masterpiece they punched together to finally get things that can shoot. Feels like the mute is going in a little bit delayed. Is it getting in? Okay, no. The mute is going so fine. I don't know. Okay. I just hope all the coughs are getting caught by the mute. Now Trigger is just gonna go around and scout a little bit more. He's gonna find this hatchery here, so he will see that that is not gonna be the super aggressive expansion pattern that would be this base next. And it's gonna be a little bit more of a compact opening, but he will utilize these gold patches for his advantage. Of course, you kind of mine up this very fast, and that means you will open up a path into your main base. But that's gonna be very beneficial for the Zerg player, of course. It's gonna be a pain against the depths, but it's gonna trigger play in an adept opening here. Still needs to decide on that one. He's just finished up the Stargate. He's gonna go into an Oracle first here. And the Lynx, well, they're actually being chased by that probe line. So that's quite a bit of mining time that Trigger's been losing here. And if they could see the Oracle, that would be great as well. We do have a couple of adepts in the main base, but SHIN is someone who does not shy away from making just 10 to 15, oh, so 16 links in the early game. And be very safe and have potential for some killing blows. And he does get the double adept quite freely here. Now Trigger is gonna wall this fully, and he will expand into this gold base next. And that's also a pattern you can abuse here for yourself. You're gonna have this high ground here to yourself to keep yourself kind of safe and sound here in this area. And well, then you just go out on the map through the bottom here. It's a very nice 3-base setup for a Protoss player. He needs to get on these mineral patches here. He needs to mine those out. I want to say it's like, how many trips? 12 trips or something? Okay, so Oracle is gonna grab one drone here. Second Oracle on the way. Now we see the Twilight Forge follow-up. Should be a blink. Not expecting too many adepts here. So of course still whooping in a few more, but he already lost the first couple, so this is not gonna be his time to shine with adepts. We do have the Oracle taking quite a bit of damage, only on the shields though, but they need to hang out a little bit here. They want to go in. No, he's actually gonna go in, but not sure about this. This Oracle is going down so fast here. Only gets one drone kill there. And he loses so much damage, so much health on an Oracle. I mean, you need to mine out these guys, yeah? Come on. Not get them on the blue, please. At least get them on the yellow. No, not the blue, the yellow. Oracles. Trying to shoot down these links here, trying to have these debris still in place. They are locked in health, by the way, if you're wondering. And if you want to kind of kill them, like this happens, but you can shift click all of them, and then the links will spread out and will actually deal more damage than if it would be only one bridge. But it requires a little bit more micro, basically, a few more clicks, right? Oracle coming in again here, trying to go for the scout. He's gonna find an evolution chamber, but he does not see the baning nest, I want to say. Maybe he saw it at the natural, I think that's where it is. Oh, is he gonna lose the Oracle? Yes! That's gonna be dead. That's a big mistake. He did see the baning nest though, so that's gonna be nice for him. He knows what's going on. It's a +1 baning style, healing bane for now. And Trigger is gonna go ahead and play that Stalker style. But losing the Oracle means not enough stasis traps here to really go into a hefty push. And that says, alright, let's go. Get a Nexus number 4. Get into the Temple Archives. Get into charge after Blink. And just go into that Charge Slot Archon High Templar composition a little bit faster against those links. Now these Stalkers don't have Blink yet, so he's really kind of chasing away these links with a very risky maneuver, I want to say. Throwing down a double cannon shield battery setup here. One shield battery would be nice. He's actually going to utilize a cannon at this point. I feel like a shield battery would have been cooler, but yeah. Now, can he get this space? I don't think so. There should be enough units around here for Trigger. And he will not blink, so this should be a tell for Shin. Like, wait, you don't have blink? Now it's finished up, so. Storm immediately on the way. Love to see this. And Trigger's gonna attempt to play a later game here, but Bane links are ready. And there's nothing to defend this. Doesn't even have vision down there. He needed a pylon down there to create the vision for himself. Now he's gonna see this. He does engage during the same time, so the High Templars even are gonna fall. Oh, that's such an expensive loss. Oh my god, the full mineral line. The High Templars, an overcharged High Templar. Damn! That was such a great engage for Shin. And if he just pulls the trigger now, well then, Trigger's gonna have a bad time defending this, because, I mean, what does he have? There's no High Templars with Storm. There's no overcharge right now. But Shin does decide not to go all in. This is 60 armies. It's the 36 armies against 100 right now. Shin is in such a big lead. If he has any army trade right now, he's going to be in such a big, overwhelming position here. And Trigger is identifying this. He's like, all right, I can't remake enough units in time. I have a bunch of money. I don't have the infrastructure. Throw down cannons. He needs to throw down a gateway wall or something like here, over here, to get that kind of suit up. Or maybe even down there, get a gateway wall here and grab this space for himself. Baning's coming in again, and they do decimate all of that, all of the defensive structures here. There was a lot of static D that was going down. Oh my god, Shin is pulling the trigger. He's coming from every side here, every angle. The full surround. Storm's not gonna be enough here, or are they? Can he make the magical wonder happen? It does not feel like that's the case. Most of the links do fall. Oh my god, the Zealot. That was the guy from 300. Now still though, too many Hydralisks, too many links. This is falling apart. And Shin is gonna run away with this game here. 26 army supply against 96. Not 69, 96. G space G. Shin is gonna take the first map. What a great game here from Shin. Really nicely identifying his position. I mean that it comes down to the banings on those High Templars basically. It was not the mineral line, but it was both. And 4 High Templars, one of them being overcharged. Those should have been 8 extra storms, 9 extra storms in that engagement, right? That's a lot. That's really a lot. Alright, into game number 2 here. In the bottom right, it's Trigger, and the left top, kind of top, it's SHIN. Can Trigger make some magic happen? He had that really good game against Serral, but that was on ley lines, and this is not ley lines. Talisman is not ley lines. Talisman is a very difficult map, it seems like. I mean, if he had that one, anything that creates vision around that area where he just, where the Banelings came from, right? He has time to react. He had the High Templars even, he could have stormed those things, right? A double storm blanket, that would have been enough to get rid of all of those Banes. But in the end, he did lose so many things there, so many pieces to the puzzle that were crucial at that moment. Yeah, he just couldn't get back from the deficit. Now this map, again, if you have center control, it feels like you can gain more value from that, like on other maps, like Frostline for example, where everything is very... the center is extremely open and every expansion is on the outside of the map. Now there's no actual base in the middle, but this kind of base and this base, these bases are kind of... they're kind of defended from a center control. There's a lot of... and I mean the pathways are not that vast on this map. There's not that much room to maneuver around the center. If you can just keep center control on this map, it could be a way to victory here for Trigger. If he controls that during the whole mid game and just grows too fast for SHIN to catch up, then that could be a way for Trigger to win this best of 3 here, or at least this map, and get a point on the board. I mean, if you can do it against Serral, you can surely do it against SHIN as well. But it is, I mean, it was on ley lines, it's still different, this one. Stargate on the way here. Of course. What would it be if not a Stargate? Two adepts are gonna pressure again here. He's making a third adept. Probably not gonna commit to those guys. Pair them up first. Will he go in though? I'm kind of feeling a no here on this one. And he's going into a Oracle, of course. The adepts are moving in. Maybe a little bit overzealous again here. He's trading way better this time though. He does get a drone and a bunch of links. He misses a shot there. He's trying to get that adept out then. It's the shade. Second Oracle on the way. Extra gateway is gonna throw down the third base. Oracle is gonna monitor the links, but they kind of keep the Oracle at home already because they threaten an attack on the third base, which is not even started yet. Two adepts are going to be fine enough to posture there though. And as you can see, these delays by SHIN on, because he's making a few more links, means that his third base saturation, the like first couple drones that should already be here when the Oracle comes in, they're not there yet. And that also, in a weird way, it keeps them safe, because he never made them to begin with, so he cannot lose them, right? It's a weird concept, but he already kind of says, alright, I'm not gonna go all in on that economy explosion, but I will just be safe, I'm not gonna lose them, and I'm gonna utilize that money differently. Only losing a few links is not really what you're looking for here. As Trigger. And a Roach Warren on the way, so SHIN going into aggression mode. Maybe not the perfect position for that one. Easy scout here for Trigger. What's the follow-up gonna be from him? He's gonna go into Blink for now. He could throw down an early Robo to try and counter this. He's gonna split up the oracles now. And he's gonna go into the main, try to see the tech. Okay, he sees the layer morphin as well. He knows the timing. And the roach warren was made, but no roach was committed to. There's literally no roach. There we see the first 5 on the map. He's going into a layer, so kind of signaling a roach speed. And a lot of units at this point. This could just be... I mean, no. Not gonna be for an overseer. There we go. Oh, wait, what? He starts it and then he insta-cancels it. Says, I want to have the 4 Ravagers first. That's weird. Maybe he's gonna wait now for another 100. He's gonna make it now. He starts it and insta-cancels, says, alright, let's get Ravagers. Let's not even go into that roach speed. So he's trying to hit this harder. He's gonna delay that. He's just gonna... Oh, this could be a big issue. The queens are away from the army. The army's on the right, the queen's on the left. That's not gonna work out for you. The oracles are gonna have a field day. Oh my god, that stasis trap is so massive. And the queens, they're split off from that army. The oracles are doing so fine work here. Only finally the first probes are falling down here. But this defense is looking as good as it could be here for now. He's gonna even trade again here against these Ravagers. Ravagers falling, dying off there to nothing. Links unfreezing, but we do have Zealots now. Shield battery here in place. The overcharge was already used up. And still an Oracle alive here to try and best these Links. The Queens are gonna fall here on the left. This was a disaster of an attack. SHIN splitting up the army into left-right with the Queens on the left. Why? Why? Why would you? Definitely a big executional error here by our Zerg player. Now, bunch of shield batteries even behind this. I mean, there was a lot of space still to fall back here for Trigger. He's gonna find these links now. I hope he's gonna warp in something there in the position. He's gonna actually warp in a bunch of High Templars here. He's gonna at least morph a few of them into Archons, but they cannot be healed by shield batteries. While they're morphing, he's gonna grab one of the Archons here. Nice grab. That High Templar is kind of invincible there, with 4 shield batteries healing them up. But this army is not being stopped, and GG has to be called here. Trigger is gonna take the second map, with a very nice defense here. On to map number 3. It's gonna be El Dorado, the map of gold, with a lot of gold bases in the bottom. The balls of the Templar, the balls of the Zealot. We're looking at a 1-1 situation here. Let's hop into the game. It's Trigger and SHIN and a probe. Probius, the probe, out on the map. Ooh, okay. This probe is fast enough. Even though this was an extractor trick here for SHIN, he's not going to be able to take this natural. Does he even want to though? He's trying to fake it out. He could go for the gold. I mean, he can't really, it's blocked, right? So yeah, what is he gonna do? He's just gonna go for the third in the north. Is he though? Is he gonna proxy a hatchery himself? He's going into a faster pool. He's gonna send out another drone. Is he gonna start to mine out the gold minerals there? Oh, he will find out that the probe did leave. The probe is trying to find that base. But in the end, the drone went across the map, the pool was placed, and this drone is being missed here. Oh, he sees it now, but he was too late to intercept. And this ring around the rosy is done. Now the other drone is coming back home as well. It was just a pool before hatchery this game. And, well, that means faster queens, right? Faster creep. Potentially faster links. With later economy. It doesn't really matter though. I mean, he was already late that much anyways, so he might have as well just grabbed the pool, right? Now, this queen is extremely fast. It's like the fastest creep you'll ever see. But is he gonna utilize that to his advantage somehow, SHIN? I mean, creep is not that important in a ZVP as it is in a ZVT, it feels like, because the high-octane, fast-moving pieces in that Zerg vs Terran matchup are a little bit more volatile than in this one. But it feels like as a Zerg player should always utilize that advantage. You always want to fight on creep. It's just such a big advantage, in my opinion. Even in this matchup, I mean, you can utilize queens on creep, you have your links, all of your melee units, the bane links being way faster, you can retreat way better on creep, you can close in the distance better with hydralisks. There's just no disadvantage to this thing. It's so great. Stargate on the way here, of course. Are we gonna see a Tempest opening? I don't think so, but this could be a map where you can play that style. A little bit cheesy. Again, double adept here. Oracle on the way. Two adepts, trying to find an opening here. Trying to find an in. We might just commit here. I'm gonna get the first stack of drones, second couple of drones, and he's gonna trade against the links. He could go for another round of drones here. He's gonna get one more here. Oh my god, those adepts, oh boy! He loses them, but 5 drones, 2 links? Yeah. Yeah. At 3 minutes? 3 minutes 40 seconds? Yes. Definitely yes. I mean, look at the drone count. It's below the Protoss because of that. So, insane. Very good. Very good start here for Trigger. SHIN is gonna be kicking himself. With an execution like that, he's gonna be like, oh, Shibal, you know? That's now how that should have worked out. He's supply blocked even. The queen is in the queue here right now. 3 overlords on the way at this point. That's when you know a Zerg is flustered. I mean, it doesn't need to be at the end of the game here. Because defense-wise, the Zerg build orders seem like they're more about positions than timings. Than for the other races. But, I mean... advantage nonetheless here to Trigger. Can he make use of this though? Can he follow this up with a very sharp one, which potentially could win the game? Twilight Council on the way. He does have a Forge as well on the way. He has the 3rd base halfway down here, and he's gonna go again with a couple of adepts to try and poke in. But they will hit these links. No! They'll just go pass by. The links are kind of deciding where they want to go here. Oracle trying to come in, snag a drone. He's gonna get 1, but he eats a lot of damage. Blink, extra gateways, +1 damage. No shield battery on the 3rd as of yet. Second Oracle coming in here. But just the second queen pops in the main. He's gonna go for the natural though. There's an exposed drone on the outskirt. You will not see the Roach Warren though. But this time it's a different beast here. The Roach Warren was placed down after the lair. Is he gonna find it now? Still does not see this one. He doesn't know about the lair though. Oh my god, that Oracle. Oh, 7 HP here. The queen is trying to jump off the cliff to try and Rambo that one out, but it just doesn't work. Has to stay on that high ground. Oracle, by the way, did just walk by the space as well, so he saw that one. Good scouting intel. And, well, Trigger's looking still very solid here. Finally, the Zerg's overtaking in workers, but that took 6 minutes. A Spire! Oh, SHIN, oh, SHIN. Why are you so handsome? He's going into a Spire. Is this gonna be for Corruptors or Mutas? Are we gonna see a commitment on all? Is this gonna be a red herring? Is this gonna be those small amounts of mutas trying to harass down the worker line? I mean, it's a blink, so it's not terrible to defend for Trigger, but you can kind of get out-positioned. It forces a lot of units to be defensive, and if it's gonna be a mass muta amount, he needs to go into upgrades extremely early with that, because, well, Trigger already has his +1 finished up. And there's no upgrade whatsoever here on the horizon for our Zerg player. This base is under a lot of pressure. I don't think SHIN is going to be in position to get that cleaned out. He's going to let it finish. He's going to try to defend this, but there's so many stalkers, a couple of stasis traps keeping this safe. Yeah, he should have cancelled that one. He's not going to keep this safe. Easy kill here, full trigger. Really easy. Nicely done. And he's even going to snipe a few queens here on the tail end of that. Now Link's trying to go for a counterattack. They find an exposed nexus. Only one stalker warp in here to try and keep that safe. Needs to bring back a few stalkers. I think that needs to be cancelled here. Static D was a little bit too late. And cancel indeed it's gonna be. The stalkers are on the front line here. Need to be careful though. Now Oracle's coming in to assist this front line, but no stasis traps here as they just turn on the pulsar beam. When Oracle going very aggressive here, a little bit too aggressive maybe. Queens are gonna push that out, but it's gonna stay alive for now. More and more stalkers rallying for the reinforce. Can SHIN hold this push? It's +1 blink stalkers. They do have +2 on the way, and the +1 from SHIN is even gonna be slower than the +2 for these stalkers. It's gonna be charged in a moment as well. This is looking great here for Trigger, but that is the big issue. He did not scout these, and they're coming in hot. They're coming in swinging. They're gonna decimate the worker line so fast. He's gonna panic warp in a bunch of stalkers, but one was even sniped by the mutas. He does not have any muta upgrades on the way though. And this is still enough mutas to kill down like a 6 warper stalker warping, it feels like. He's trading so many units here, and he didn't really lose that many mutas. Not good focus firing, as we can see here on those mud. Only 2 were going down so far here. Probably deleted this a little bit too fast. 2 went down here. And Trigger is not going to make any Phoenix here. We do see more and more probes starting to fall here. That's a big issue. The worker count is still very high here for Trigger, but in the end, man, these mutas, they're just doing so much damage. They're buying so much time. All of this time. He has nothing really at home. He made 15 Hydras during this period where he was harassing with the Mutalisks. Imagine these 15 Hydras are not there and there's 20 Stalkers knocking at the door during that time. Well, that's kind of what you get from these mutas if you commit to just a few. I mean, I say a few, but it's like more than 10, so that's 2,000 minerals or 2,000 mineral gas split up into 1k. It's a bunch of money, but he definitely got its worth out of it, and he still has 5 alive here. He can still come in and do more damage, but can he hold the Stalker mass that's about to hit him? The Lurker Den is not going to be finished up. The Hive is not going to be finished. Oh my god, he pulls back. So yes, the Lurker Den is going to be finished up. The Hive is going to be very close. I don't feel there's going to be upgrades for these Lurkers yet. Oh my god, man. It's only 4 mutas. You need to kind of go, Trigger. You need to go. You can't waste any time. Can you even best this army at this point? This is mostly Stalkers. Yeah, +2 is nice and all. But, I mean... it's not going to be enough. I feel like this is not going to be enough. The stasis traps are not triggering as he was looking to have them set off. Yeah, only grabbing a couple of units, so not really the bulk what you were looking for here. And yeah, Templar's High Storm is gonna be ready here. He's going into the fleet beacon. A second Stargate on the way. Robo on the way. So Trigger says, alright, I can't kill you now. Let's get into the ultra late game. But can you even hold this Trigger? I mean, SHIN is on the prowl. He's ready to pounce here. And Trigger, he does have no vision. He has nothing at this turret, which is a big mistake. You should always have something around there. I mean, kind of for SHIN as well. But this army's moving through the center, just unknown to Trigger. And it's in position now. What are you gonna do? You have to engage into this. You cannot let these gateways really fall. It's gonna stifle your reproduction capabilities, and the Templar's kind of throwing storms at Lurkers is not really what you're looking for. You're looking to storm the Hydra Roach masses, but they're not coming in for the engage. The Lurkers, they're just sieging this. Now this could be a very good storm position, but he's out of storms at this point. Can Trigger make this defense happen? He's trying to intercept some reinforcements. Only links on the reinforce here, so that's gonna happen here for Trigger. And it's gonna be an issue here for SHIN. If this army gets thinned out, he's gonna grab one lurker here, maybe another one, but oh, there's so many stalkers running into lurker spines. Everything on the left is getting decimated here. So many dead units there for our Protoss player. A little bit overzealous. No zealot support into a lurker and into engage from stalks into lurkers is gonna be so painful for the Protoss player. And man, I feel like SHIN is all about trigger at this point. We see the gateways, they have been falling down, so the money is spiking up here for trigger as well. He's having difficulties to just spam out units at this point as the production is stifled so much. And yeah, even the +3 might get cancelled here. Oh my god, it's 10 seconds away and it just will not finish. Denied. No chrono boost on that one. Wow. Mothership, can it keep the brood of the Protoss alive? Trigger is trying to expand outwards. He's trying to do anything that SHIN might not expect, even if it's so risky. I mean, the space, if it gets seen, it's the easiest kill, and it is being spotted here. It's a mothership with 2 Tempests. They cannot win a fight against 15 Hydras. The space is getting cancelled as well. Boom, there we go. The Archon might get sniped here. Oh my god, it gets away with 8 HP. That's a happy Archon. He should walk into the shield battery. And there he goes. Already back to full. Lovely to see. The shield battery is out of energy at this point. Nice storm here on these Hydras, but he does simply not have enough High Templars. He does not have enough storms. There's +3 on the way for the Zerg now. And another cloaking zone. And Overseer this time is trying to go for some snipes with these Hydras. And there we see the Overseer reinforcement Congo line here. And SHIN is gonna snipe most of these units here with these Hydras. Another dash here, try to snipe the last of the air units, and GG is gonna be called. Trigger is gonna lose that one. SHIN grabs this best of 3 for himself here. Very nicely done by our Zerg player.